Hello, everyone, and welcome to dive into the future of water solutions with InfoDrainage. My name is Juliana, and I work in marketing here at MicroCAD. And today's presenter is Tim Corey, our applications specialist. At today's webinar, we will show you how this innovative solution revolutionizes the management of water infrastructure projects, improves drainage systems, and enhances urban planning. Throughout the webinar, as usual, you can ask a question on the left-hand corner. You can ask Tim to revisit a step or ask any questions. And in the upper left-hand corner, you will find links to our social media website and YouTube channel. We post all of our webinars there at the end, so you can share with colleagues or rebudget it on your own time. And without further ado, I'll pass it on to Tim. Hi, Tim.
Okay, good morning and good morning, attendees. Thank you for logging in here. I'm trying to share my screen. There we go. Just a moment, it'll be there. Okay. So I'm going to start with a little bit of PowerPoint. I'll try not to spend much time here, but there is some information you're going to want to know about. Where is that? Slideshow. There we go. So there's a picture of me. I'm good looking, as you can tell. Okay, so Autodesk InfoDrainage. Here, I guess it's been about 2 years ago, Autodesk acquired this company called InfoDrainage, which is out of Portland, Oregon. And then they've got a couple of offices around the world. I think there's one I thought there was one like in Atlanta or something, Southern California, in Australia. These guys are the big players in water infrastructure drainage design software for large government and large commercial clients, and have been for a number of years. So this is not just some small software developer that Autodesk happened to say, oh yeah, we want some of that. This deal was like $1 billion for Autodesk to acquire InfoDrainage. So this is a long-time company with lots of good software in this space. So we'll be looking a little bit today at InfoDrainage, which is sanitary sewer, storm sewer calculations and design. But InfoDrainage also has what's called InfoWorks ICM, Integrated Catchment Modeling is what ICM stands for. So this would be more to replace something like Autodesk river and flood analysis, okay? And then water distribution modeling, that's the InfoWater Pro. So that would be for your cities and counties and for your water service districts, utility districts, et cetera. Okay, and many civil engineers act as city engineer for different small towns, possibly, also as district engineers for water districts, that sort of stuff. And so the InfoWater Pro is used in that space. And then the Water Infrastructure Asset Management InfoWorks WS Pro. That is, that's a software that runs inside ArcGIS. Okay, so if you have, you've got your system modeled and you need to do asset management on that, that would be InfoWorks WS Pro. And that's assuming that you're using ArcView. Okay. This is just kind of saying, things have changed in drainage design. It's no longer good enough to just put a hole in the ground and then see what happens. I can get rid of that. If you go backwards before Autodesk acquired InfoDrainage, really what we as Autodesk, and I'm not Autodesk, I'm MicroCAD, but we're an Autodesk reseller. So what we had was Autodesk Storm and Sanitary Analysis, or what a lot of people call SSA. which came with your Civil 3D subscription at no additional charge. It was a separate download and install, and it ran separately from AutoCAD. And it would do, hydrology and hydraulic analysis. But what it didn't do was green designs. And so, you, as you're deciding whether you're going to utilize InfoDrainage, are deciding if you want to provide green designs. Well, in a lot of cases, that is your ability to get projects. More and more projects from municipalities and from large corporations, et cetera, are demanding more green designs. Things like the rock garden that you see there. Oops. Instead of just, hey, here's my impervious surface of asphalt, and here's a hole in the asphalt, and here's a pipe that goes out to a creek somewhere. That's not what this software is meant for. I mean, you can do that, what they call hard engineering, but really the beauty of InfoDrainage is that it then also provides soft engineering solutions. So here's a little chart that shows you comparisons between InfoDrainage and storm and sanitary analysis. And you can look through there. A couple of important things there. InfoDrainage keeps up with the current EPA SWIM engines, okay, where SSA uses older versions. Calculates 2D overland flows, where SSA is just through your pipes and channels. Has different hydrology, should have gone. There we go. Has different hydrology methods for catchments. Let's see. Yeah, this is this round tripping to and from Civil 3D. You can't do that with SSA. That's something that we do with InfoDrainage. Okay, and you can see this is no big deal, but Windows ribbon menus as compared to traditional pull-down menus and toolbars, but just as long as the commands are there, that's what you probably care most about. So here's an example of some comparative reporting. So we've got the storms, different storm levels here. Here's a 30-year for 15 minutes in winter, 30-year, 30-minute in summer, etc. And it does a comparative analysis existing to completed design. Here's a blow-up of that so you can read it better over here on the right. These are just some graphics of the different types of green drainage that you can add. Things like ponds, of course, which you could add with SSA as well. Filtration trenches, rain gardens. Okay. And then here's our workflows. Now, InfoDrainage comes for use with Civil 3D. What you're going to subscribe to is InfoDrainage Ultimate. And that's the one that has tools built right into Civil 3D for exporting from Civil 3D, importing back in from InfoDrainage, as well as the ability to set up translation type so that when it sees a cylindrical structure that's 48-inch diameter coming in from InfoDrainage, what Civil 3D part am I assigning to that? And you can save all those settings, okay? But anyway, when you use Ultimate, you're going to lay out your pipes and manholes in Civil 3D, same as you do now with pipe networks. And then you're going to use the InfoDrainage Ultimate to export to an InfoDrainage, and this doesn't make a translation file. This creates a native InfoDrainage project file. Okay, so there's no import once I get to InfoDrainage. It's just open the file. Okay, then you go to InfoDrainage, you do your design, do your design, etc., and then Civil 3D will read that same InfoDrainage file directly to import back into Civil 3D with any changes you make. And I can close that. Let's go talk about Civil 3D then. I want to show you that that toolbar, that ribbon tab that you get when you install InfoDrainage. That is this InfoDrainage tab. And then here are the major, well, there's 3 commands we're really concerned with. Export to InfoDrainage, which I would do first. What am I creating? I'm going to call it this. I want to send my network. Yes. Do I want to export a surface? Yes or no. I'm just going to do not export a surface. Go. Okay, now it's asking me to do some part mapping. So if I see a concrete pipe, Civil 3D 24-inch concrete pipe, what diameter should it assign when it gets to InfoDrainage? That should be a 12-inch. Junction mapping. So if it sees a 48-inch frame, blah, blah, blah. So how big is 48 inches in feet? Here's one that's 72 inches. That's 6 feet. And here's a 96, which is, what, 8 feet? Okay. Once I'm ready to go, I say finish, and it writes out that InfoDrainage file. Here's InfoDrainage, so I would just go and open that file. This is just a native InfoDrainage file. And that brings in that network. All the parts are here. You can see the base flow has been assigned. And then individual pipes. If I want to set up properties for the pipes, I just double click. Okay, so these are all 12-inch. Let's say if I changed one. Make a 24. So we'll be able to see that come back when we go back to Civil 3D. You can also look at the manholes. I just double click on structure 4, for example. That one's an 8-foot diameter. Okay. Okay, so you set it all up, you bring it all in, you add additional tools over here. Like if I wanted to put in a chamber storage or a pond or an area of porous paving. Okay. Different inflows you can add. Okay, so once I've done all that, then what I need to do is run my analysis. So I'll do a validate, and it's going to look at anything that's not correct, like maybe I said pipe size is 0. If it found that, it would give me a warning. I'd get one of these little things, toggle errors. Okay, but in this case, I was perfect. Tell everybody you know that Tim really knows what he's doing. Say okay on that. All right. So now I'm ready to actually run the analysis. So I'll say go, and it runs it and tells me maximum flow, et cetera, et cetera. Once I've done this, I have it the way I want it, or I've made whatever changes I want. Then what I want to do is I can just close InfoDrainage. And then back in Civil 3D, I'm going to get rid of this network as it sits. I have a polyline there, I think, somewhere. Okay, so let's bring in then that network back. Okay, right? InfoDrainage tab. Here's import from InfoDrainage. Select the file that we're importing. That's this one that I just did at 10:16 a.m. Just saved. Notice I didn't have to export anything from InfoDrainage. I just saved the file and I can read it directly here. Create a new network, good. Yeah, I don't care about that. Okay, so here's a 24-inch pipe. Make sure that it's going to match up. There's a 12 has a part assigned. That's good. Look at my junction mappings. Now this dialog, I will recommend you make it long. Okay, so here's a 4-foot concrete cylindrical structure is what I want. That's right. But I need a size, a part size. So let's get the 48-inch for that one. We also have an 8-foot concrete cylindrical. So let's get the 96 for that. Okay, everything else I think is going to be good. I can just say finish, and it'll bring in that network for me. Now we should be able to go in here now. If I get into my trying to get pipe layout. Oh, there it is. Edit pipe network. And then I want the and you can see then the different sizes. See where I changed that 96-inch or put in the 8-foot, I should say. Way different than 96 inches, right? Okay, let's look at the pipes. Okay. There's that 24-inch concrete pipe that I changed. And of course, once I have this network, I can grab the network parts with a select similar and tell it to add those to my profile view. And there's my network now in profile. Well, that's what I had to show you guys today. I don't have a splashy finish for you, but The idea was to show that workflow, to have a pipe or a pipe network laid out, how to export it using our InfoDrainage tools, and then how to import it back from InfoDrainage.
Thank you so much, Tim.
You bet.
So sorry. Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to say, if anyone has questions, just hop in and ask.
Yeah, and as a reminder, you can ask a question on the left-hand corner. And if you want to learn any of these topics in detail, you can always take a custom training with Tim or someone else on our team. We also offer group classes online. So, yeah, we encourage you to please be checking the MicroCAD website for future webinars. And we have coming up next Woodwork for Inventor on November 16 from 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. Eastern Time. So yeah, if there's no further questions, I would like to thank everyone for attending, and thank you, Tim. That was very useful. I think we all are still grasping to the InfoDrainage idea. So thank you so much for the overview and everything. And yeah, as Tim mentioned, if you have any questions, please do not hesitate to contact us. There you have our contact information on I think it's on the left-hand corner if you click on our website. So yeah, we will be sending also the on-demand recording to everyone in case you want to, somebody on your team missed it, just know that. So yeah, thank you so much, everyone, and thank you, Tim.
You are very welcome. Everybody, thanks for attending. We'll talk to you next time.
Bye-bye.
Okay.